All right, friends, so let's find a comfortable seated shape. Playlist is in the chat if you're just joining us. And as you find a seated shape, as always, that can be so many different ways: crisscross, on heels, legs out straight. And as we move through our first set of sequences seated, you can always change up your shape. I know sometimes even my toes or feet can fall asleep or get a little restless, so feel free to change when needed. And as you make your way into the space and into the moment for this next 30 minutes, call attention to your breath. So literally just think about your breath right now. And I know that's so hard to do. So as other thoughts come and go, which they will, see if you can remind yourself that the only thing you need to do right now is breathe. Allow not just the physical part of the breathing to remind yourself, but the hearing of your breath. The little movement that happens in the face, the shoulders, the belly, the back. Let all of those sensations remind you that this is right where you need to be and the only thing you need to be doing. We'll take 3 breaths together in through the nose. We'll open the mouth for an audible exhale. On your next inhale, big breath in. Exhale, let it go. 2 more just like that. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale through the nose, fill up the body. Exhale, release. And gently open the eyes if they're not open already. And then just find a little bit of movement, cat-cow seated. So as we push away, we tuck the chin towards the chest. And as we inhale, we sit up tall, we open through the collarbones. We might even gaze up, breathe through the front of the neck. Exhale, round, tuck through shoulders, hips, and everything in between. You can use your hands on your knees as leverage. Inhale to lengthen and to open. Draw the shoulders back and down. One more each direction. Exhale, just a seated cat. Push away with your breath. Stretch to the upper shoulders. Inhale to open, to lengthen, to sit tall. Pause in this lengthened position. And then let your hands come up to meet you in this lengthened position. So arms rise overhead. Take the gaze towards the thumbs if they're not already there. Big reach and stretch. Ground through the sit bones. Lengthen more through the arms, all the way up to the floating fingers. And then exhale, forward fold wherever you're at. So just fold over the body. Really draw the hips back. Reach the hands out. You can let the head release here. You might keep the head up with the flat back. So lots of different options. We're breathing into the lower, middle, and upper back. On an inhale, walk the hands back towards the body. Change the seat shape. So if you haven't already, change a different shape here. And we'll go ahead and take the arms up. Big reach and stretch. Exhale, we're coming into a side bend. Plant the right hand. Stretch over to the right side of the room. As we find this stretch, really think about drawing the shoulders away from the ears. So we had lots of requests for shoulders today, so I'm going to cue those a lot. And as you draw the shoulders away from the ears, really retract them down and back. So your back is really strong here. And as I do that, I'm finding length in my neck. So reach to the top of the head. Keep stretching through that left side body. Inhale to bring it up, reach and stretch. Let's go second side. Exhale, plant the left hand. Same thing on this side. Ground through the hips, lengthen through that right side body, and then retract the shoulders down and back. You can see the difference when I'm mindful about moving the shoulders away from the ears. They just want to be there. We'll hold a lot of stress there. And as I pull the shoulders down and back, I lengthen through my neck, through the top of the head. Inhale takes us all the way back up. Change your seat shape. Whatever it is, find something different. Exhale, we're twisting to the right this time. As we come to a twisted shape, Sit tall wherever you're at. That's the most important thing. And then as you want to breathe more into the left neck space, you might look over the right shoulder. Use your arms as support, but also leverage in the twist. Exhale to release the twist, bring everything forward, reach and stretch, sit up tall. Exhale, twist to your left. Hands are down for support, spine is long. Option to look over that left shoulder. Create space in that right side neck. On an exhale, release, bring everything forward. Let's rock and roll. This is one of my favorites. I do think it feels so good. Hopefully you feel the same. Shoulders to hips, 3 times, sitting tall with each one, finding length in the spine. On the third one, we're gonna roll all the way over to tabletop. So knees come underneath hips, hands underneath shoulders. We're gonna keep moving through those shoulders. So as we prepare for tabletop, let's check our body. So draw the shoulders back. So notice here to here, draw shoulders back. Hips are stacked over the knees. We're pushing through the fingertips and the tops of the feet. When you're ready, right arm's gonna come up to fly, big circle, paint a big rainbow. Bring it all the way back to the back of the room in the hips, and then 2 more just like that. We're moving in a big circle. We're opening up through the spine, through the shoulder. 1 more, third circle, reach forward. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to send it back and around. Take that right arm all the way up 1 more time and pause. Pause in this lengthened, twisted, open position. See if you can articulate the belly and the heart a little bit more to the sky. Keep reaching through those right fingertips. Take the gaze down towards the left hand if it's not already there. As you take the gaze down to the left hand, keep reaching through the right fingertips. Draw that right shoulder away from the ear. Exhale, we're gonna thread the needle. Right arm comes all the way underneath. Push to the back of the right hand. Hips are up and back. Option to take the left hand to the top of your mat. As we come in to thread the needle, we're really creating space in between the right ear and the right shoulder. And we're breathing into all of the sides of that right scapula. On an inhale, walk the left hand underneath the heart. Big reach and stretch. Right arm comes up. Exhale, take it down. Let's go into a child's pose just for a brief second. Tuck the toes here, pranam child's pose, so breathe into the toe creases. Hips are back, reaching, fingertips come forward. And just find the length from the hips through the fingertips. See if you can almost push your armpits down into your mat. And then as you push them down, lengthen and try to find a little bit more space to reach the fingertips forward. On an inhale, we push back up into tabletop. We're gonna go to second side. So left arm comes to fly. And we'll retract that left shoulder back. So make it a strong tabletop position. When you're ready, and inhale, send that rainbow up and around 3 times, circles. Really moving our heart up to the sky as we articulate through the shoulder, up and around. Opening up through the hips, the shoulders. As you come around, last time, all the way to the top, hold and pause. Left fingertips are reaching up actively as we're grounding through that right hand. Keep letting your heart open more. Keep the arms where they are at and just take your gaze to the right hand. As you feel ready, we're gonna thread that left arm all the way underneath for thread the needle second side, pushing into the back of the left arm. Gentle resting on the side of the head, option to walk the right hand to the top of your mat. Breathing into that left neck space and all of the areas around that left shoulder. On an inhale, walk the right hand underneath the shoulder, and then a big reach and stretch last time. Left arm comes up to fly. Exhale, plant down for your tabletop. Tuck the toes, we're sending it back, down dog. Hips come all the way up as we push evenly through right and left hand and hands and feet. And then let's walk our dog. So moving into the ankles, the knees, and the hips. Just pressing and finding length through the back of the legs and the arms. Letting the neck find a space between the arms to let go and rest a little bit. And as we continue to walk our dog, let's walk our hands towards our feet and our feet towards our hands, and we'll come into a forward fold. And as we come into this forward fold, think about the arms hanging heavy to start. Really release the top of the head towards the toes as much as you can. I notice so many times, I know a lot of us don't have our video on, but we still hold our head up slightly. See if you can look towards your thighs and let your neck really relax. On your next inhale, we'll halfway lift, tabletop the back strong. Exhale to fold, reverse swan dive, standing all the way up. Push through the feet, big reach and stretch as we come to standing. As we come to standing, we're gonna go ahead and take those arms behind us, interlace all 10 fingers. If this is a little bit too much, you could grab wrist or forearms or elbows. And as we come into this standing shape, mountain pose with the bind behind us, I want you to think about opening up through the collarbones. And as we open up through the collarbones, we're not overarching in that low back, but we're really keeping that strong posture. So pull belly button to low back. And breathing into the front of that heart space with whatever bind you have. We'll take a few different directions with our breath and our gaze. So on an inhale, look up, breathe through the front of the neck. Exhale brings our chin towards our chest, looking towards our heart. One more, just like that. Inhale to look up, breathe through the front of the body. Exhale, take the chin to chest, pause. With the head hanging heavy, chin to chest, breathe into the upper shoulders and the neck. Feel free to maybe just take a little bit of a different bind or opposite thumb on top with the arms behind. And then as you prepare, we're gonna do half circles here. So an inhale takes our chin and our gaze over to the right shoulder. Exhale, take it right back down. Inhale over to the left. Exhale back down. One more each side. Inhale over to the right. Breathe through that side neck. Exhale back through center. Inhale over to the left. Exhale back through center. Pause here. We're going to come all the way into a forward fold. So just hinging at the hips, push the hips back, coming all the way top of the head towards the toes. Depending on the bind that you have, the fist might come close to overhead, or even just with those opposite elbows, continuing to draw the shoulders back and away. On an exhale, release the bind, so let the arms hang heavy. And we'll step the right foot back for high lunge. As we step the right foot back, let's drive up strong with our high lunge legs, stacking shoulders over hips. Pull this right hip up and back. Press actively through this back right heel all the way into the glute. Push down into all four corners of the left foot so we're low and strong in our high lunge. And as we find length, we're finding length from the hips to come up all the way. Take the arms with you, reach overhead. From this high lunge position, keep the legs where they are. Exhale to reach forward to fly, arms come behind. As our arms come behind and we pause, same thing. Draw the shoulders away from the ears, squeeze the shoulders back together. Really reach the fingertips, which will, if you're reaching really hard through the fingertips, you'll notice your triceps activate. So the arms are really strong behind us. Keep reaching through the neck and the top of the head. Inhale to bring it up. Exhale one more time, hinge and fly, make it strong. Really working on that posture and the strength of our back here. And even just feeling what it's like to have good posture. I know I am guilty of not holding good posture when I'm working at home, or even when I wasn't working at home. Inhale to bring it up. We're gonna open to the right side of the room, come all the way open for warrior two. So as we come open for warrior two, that back foot, that blade edge is pushing through the back of your mat. Legs are strong here. We're still bent in this forward left knee. Arms are open, looking towards the left fingertips. From warrior two, we're gonna go ahead and straighten that forward leg, tick-tock forward. Find your triangle pose. As we come into triangle, think about opening up from the hips through the shoulders, so articulating the belly and the heart up to the sky. Fingers, shoulders, everything is stacked. Try not to lock out in those knees. Draw the shoulders back even more. Remember, your gaze can be neutral or floating fingers, grounded feet. Inhale wherever you're at to bring your arms back up into the T position. And as we bring ourselves back up into that T position, we're gonna come in for some sunflowers or moonflowers, so it's beautiful outside. So you're gonna turn your left toes to face forward. And as you turn your left toes to face forward, we're just gonna scoop down the weeds underneath us. So I'm bending my hips, bending my knees, and then inhale to bring it up. Exhale, elbows come to the sides of the body, open up through the heart. Inhale, bring it up. We're coming right back down. Exhale, grab the weeds underneath, big swoop, reach and stretch. Exhale, cactus the arms. Inhale to bring it up. Exhale to dive down, reach and stretch. Exhale, elbows come to the sides. One more just like that. Inhale up. Exhale, hips come back. Back is flat. Reach for the weeds. Inhale, come up. Exhale, elbows come to the sides. Pause. Big opening through the front of the body. Maybe even take the gaze up. Inhale to release the arms forward. We're going to draw everything forward. So turn the toes. Come to the top of your mat. Step the front foot back to meet the back foot, down dog. And just pedal into right and left side here. Notice any differences that you might notice. Keep pushing actively through the palms and the fingertips, into the heels, hips up to the sky. On an inhale, we'll walk our hands towards our feet and our feet towards our hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold, reverse swan dive, come all the way up. Big reach and stretch, you guys got this. Beautiful. Exhale, take the hands behind you. We're opening up again. Pick a different bind this time. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab my forearms. I know this feels different in my body. It probably does in most bodies. Usually I'll take the interlaced fingers. Grabbing onto the forearms, draw the shoulders down and back. Really strong posture here. I want us to activate our legs as well. So push through all four corners of the feet, lift the kneecaps by engaging the thighs, squeeze the glutes, reach to the top of the head as you press through the feet. Inhale to look up, only moving at the neck, big stretch in the front of the neck. Exhale, take the chin towards the chest. One more just like that. Inhale up, look up. Exhale, chin comes to chest, pause. This time, full circles. Inhale off to the right, and then draw the gaze back over the left shoulder. Bring it all the way back through center. One more circle that direction, inhaling off to the right. Big circle. Exhale, come through center, pause. We'll go second side. Inhale off to the left. Full circles, looking back and around. One more time, inhaling off to the left, back and around. Coming chin to chest, a pause, and then stacking the head over the shoulders. We're gonna come down for forward fold. So keep this bind, grab a different bind, totally yogi's choice. Exhale, chin to chest, come all the way down. Forward fold, hold the bind that you have, stretch through the shoulders for 3, 2, release the arms. This time we step the left leg back for high lunge. Reach through the left heel. Come all the way up to standing, shoulders over hips. Same things apply. We're reaching through that back left heel all the way into the glute. Pull the left hip up and back. Strong posture. Push through all four corners of the right foot. Take the arms with you. High lunge statue. So everything's activated. Big inhale to lengthen out of the hips. Reach to the fingers. And then exhale. We're just moving at the hips to reach forward. As we reach forward, we're pausing in this shape. And as we pause in this shape, I'm almost like I could take off here really athletically. So my fingers are reaching back, so I'm engaging all the way into my forearms and my triceps. Shoulders are retracted down and back towards my hips, creating space in my neck, reaching through my neck and the top of my head. My legs are actively grounding through to hold myself up. And inhale takes us up. One more, active just like that. Exhale, hinge and fly. Make it intentional and strong. Inhale to take it up. Exhale, we're opening up warrior two, second side. Push the blade edge of left foot, right knee stacked over and pushing into the ground. Find the strong warrior legs where you're at, looking over those right floating fingertips. And then as you feel ready to transition to triangle, we'll straighten through the right leg, tick-tock forward, exhale, come down for triangle pose. Stretching through the left side body this time, we're opening up through the hip, the belly, the heart. Remember your gaze options. Keep pushing through those feet. Keep the knees soft. On an inhale, strongly pull yourself all the way back up. We're gonna turn the toes wherever you're at so that they're forward. And then same thing before, we're reaching down. And as we reach down, our back is flat. Inhale to come up. Exhale, elbows come into the sides of the body. Inhale to lengthen, press through feet, reach through hands. Exhale, bring it down, swooping the arms across. Big inhale up. Exhale, draw the arms into the sides of the body. Inhale up. Exhale, reach. You got it. Couple more just like this. Really strong shape with our feet. As we come up, intentionally retracting the arms into the sides of the body, opening up. Last one, all the way down, reach. Exhale, pull. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, we're gonna come all the way down, forward fold. Wide-legged forward fold, bring it all the way down, and then release the arms. As you release the arms, release the head, and hang out in your wide-legged forward fold here. Hands are underneath the shoulders to start. Big breaths into the back of those legs. Hips are shooting up to the sky. Play with the pressure of where your weight is here. If you move your weight into your heels versus your balls of your feet. We're gonna take a twist in our wide-legged forward fold. So we're gonna walk our hands to the right foot and then take the left hand on top of the right foot, slightly bend the knees, big reach and stretch with that right arm up to the sky. For a little bit more access in this shape, you might even take your left hand to the right thigh, so coming up higher. So really try out both shapes, see how they feel in your body. The goal is to maintain the length of the spine here, so try not to round down, but to push through the hips and lengthen through top of the head. One more big breath in your twist. Exhale, float that right arm all the way down. Hands come all the way to the second side, over to the left foot. Place the right hand on top of the left foot. Knees are soft. With your inhale, really reach the heart and float that left arm up to the sky. Exhale, floats the left arm down. Take the hands through heart center, underneath the shoulders. And then one time here, wide-legged forward fold dog. So we're gonna walk our hands out and lengthen as we push our hips back. Reach your fingertips forward. Same thing, but now our hands are gonna come behind us. So we're gonna reach our hands behind our hips. Fingertips towards, away from the body. Let the head hang heavy. Start to walk the hands back underneath the shoulders. And then we'll walk the hands and the feet all the way to the top of our mat. So we're turning forward. We'll step the front leg back. Down dog is our shape. This will be the last time we're in down dog today. So hips are up to the sky with a lot of intention to lengthen through the back of the legs, push through the heels, push through the palms and the fingertips. Feel the strength and groundedness of this pose. On your exhale, knees are coming down, and we're gonna walk our legs out and find ourselves on our belly. So as we come to our belly, we're gonna take 2 back strengtheners here. Let's keep our hands underneath us. So at this point, my elbows are gonna be underneath my shoulders, and I have a touch point with my forearms and my hands into the ground. And I'm gonna prepare to push up and lengthen through my heart and top of the head. So as I come up, I'm really pushing into my forearms or my hands. I'm lengthening through my heart and my head. Just a slight back extension here. Continue to press through the feet. On an exhale, we slowly bring it down. We move our arms out of the way. We can make a little pillow with our head. Find your first favorite cheek. If you want to bend your knees, you can windshield wiper the legs side to side. Let the legs come down. We'll do one more back extension. So if up dog is in your practice and you'd like to take that, you can. Otherwise, we're gonna go same one as before. Elbows come underneath the body. And inhale presses through the arms. And we find length as we reach again through top of the head and the toes. So try not to necessarily come up towards the ceiling, but see if you can reach the heart forward. And then find length in the whole body. And as we're pressing through our elbows, forearms, and hands, we're really pulling our shoulders down and back. Feel the belly slightly rise and fall underneath you. One more breath to lengthen. On an exhale, we gently move our arms out of the way. Come to your second cheek. And as you feel ready, we're going to transition onto our backs. So we'll take our hands underneath our shoulders. We'll just press back into a tabletop. Hips come onto the heels. We set our legs out in front of us. And we're gonna make our way to our backs for a final twist and Shavasana. As you come all the way back, bring your knees into your chest. Feel free to rock side to side. Maybe even take happy baby pose, so yogi's choice here. Arms come into a capital T. Knees are stacked with an exhale. We're taking the knees off to the right, pausing to breathe into the left side body. Keep grounding through the arms, big breaths into the belly. Inhale takes the knees up through center, exhale them off to the left. Same thing, second side, breathing into the right. On an inhale, we drive the knees back through center. And we'll let our legs come out, extending through the knees and the toes. Arms can be at our heart and belly or maybe resting at our sides. And we'll just find a 1-minute Shavasana together. So any shape that makes you feel supported, calm, still. And just like we started our practice, being mindful of the only thing we need to be doing is breathing. On your next inhale, reach to the fingertips and the toes. Good afternoon, pencil stretch. Exhale, release. And inhale, draws the knees to the chest. And we will come to one side and push ourselves up to a comfortable seated position. Closing out our practice today, feel free to stay wherever you're at and enjoy a little bit more time if you have a chance to do so. If not, join us for this final breath as we sit, we reach, we lengthen, exhale, bring the hands to heart center. Thank you so much for joining us. It's week 9. Y'all are so consistent and really just mindful of taking care of yourselves. I appreciate that about you, and it's just good to see you. We'll see you again next week. Namaste. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you. Thanks, Jess.
Yeah.